Hi guys, it's Nancy here and I'm back with another process video for you, and this one is again from my Hey Little Magpie blog post, and I am focusing on using the HLM collection and some embellishment tags that I've made. This piece of paper is from the HLM collection, this background piece, and as I said, I'm focusing on that lovely teal colour, teals and turquoise, which are in that collection. As you'll see where I've placed that photo, there is a big gap behind there because I actually wanted to use what was on the back of that, so I have just gutted out that little hole behind there, which is something I don't do. I normally kind of gut the whole background out, but as I just wanted to cover where that photo was, it actually worked quite well. I did end up just pulling out some other embellishments here because I wanted to pick the yellow out of that taxi. This is the kind of like fake streets which are at the Warner Brothers Studios. And I really wanted to just pull them, pull that yellow out because I think it really bounces well with the taxi. There is absolutely loads of water in the photos and it's absolutely chucking it down. And you can also see people in the background have like the yellow attractive cagoles on, like those plastic ponchos. And I thought it would be perfect to use the umbrellas and the clouds that came in the HLM collection. So you're basically going to see me just fuss around adding some more papers to that cluster. As I said, using these tags makes it really quick and simple. This layout took me 20 minutes to create, and as I've said before, I don't see speed scrapping as a good thing or necessarily a bad thing. These are just a few kind of leftover photos that I've got that I wanted to tell a little bit of a story of, but didn't want I didn't want to spend ages on, but they're kind of just like the final touches of this album, and I really just want to get that album done. So I am kind of like speeding through, just chucking these out a little bit. But the good thing is the time I spent in making those tags before is actually what makes the process quick. So I'm really happy with how those tags came out and how it made these layouts so simple to put together. I have just added a little bit of ink to the background, and of course got it all over my desk, and I'm then going to just stick my photo down over that hole, which was a little bit tricky, but then I am actually going to just go back and put some washi tape there in the background. So I'm using this yellow polka dot and this red stripe, and I'm going to carry that over both sides here, which is just going to help to kind of create a bit of continuity. I know that there's that little bit of overhang, but I'm just going to tuck that tag behind there, and as you can see, those elements on the tag are just going to cover up that bit of the photo. There is not a lot on that photo in that corner. So you can see this is the piece of paper with all these coffee cups that I wanted to keep, but I was not going to need to use a whole sheet of them, so I just cut out a little section. So here you can see I'm just using again these Polaroids which I cut out of the 12x12 sheets just to layer up, and that little umbrella is from the die cut pack, as is these clouds. And I said it's a really quick, simple layout, and I really like just that the umbrella kind of embellishment. I think it just adds a lot to it. So I'm just going to bring the other little piece of navy in there as well, and I was contemplating on putting that kind of little row of houses, but it kind of just looked a little bit wrong. And again, this is from the sticker book, and that has the silver cloud on there in those, like that foiled sticker, so that's going to work perfectly. I'm just go back and add a few little clouds around, and that silver is going to pick up the silver on that film strip piece I cut out. I've then just stuck a little silver sticker at the top, which is reacting crazily with the lights on my camera. Again, this is another little banner sticker that I'm just chopping up there to put across a couple of parts of the layout, and that actually does have some silver foiling on as well. I'm just tucking that down there behind that photo cluster. Not photo cluster, just a cluster. And again, that's just going to bring that little pop of yellow down. As you'll know from what I've said in my last two videos, I'm really trying to get through my thicker stash, so I pulled out a variety of thickers here to see if I could get any of these used up. And as I said, I'm at the point where I'm having to look at what words I can create from this, and I think I've mentioned it before, but if you go on Google or anywhere and just kind of type in an anagram solver, and just put in all of the letters that you have left on your thicker sheet. It will then come up with a list of words that you can make from those. You know, it's used for making anagrams. So I find that quite helpful. So when I've kind of probably got a few less than this on here, I'll put it through an anagram solver and see if there's any words. One, if the words that come out, I actually know what they mean, and also if I could ever use them in a scrapbooking context. Because quite often the words that come out and that are words that you've never even heard of and would definitely never use on a scrapbook page. But I do recommend that's something that you do if you've got a few odds and sods left on a sheet. So these are some thickers. These came out with one of the Studio Calico collections, and they're kind of like ombre of the same letters, sort of, same colour family. And I'm not going to lie, they are bloody awful. They just fall off these sticker sheets. I'd hardly use these, and they'd literally just, at the bottom of the packet there was just a pile of them. So I am of course going to be using a little bit of glue on there. And I'm going to be using, so that one, and these are some pink paisley one. And so my title is going to be Rain-Soaked Fake Streets, because it's basically what it is. It's a bit of a random title, I know that, but within this part of the album it's going to show other photos from the very, very rainy day that we had, and how rainy and soaked I was. So, and I kind of like using two fonts within a title. That works okay for me. Just adding a little bit of sort of dark blue ink over the top there, just to kind of help everything kind of work quite coherently together. So I'm really happy with how this came out. I hope you like this layout, and I'll be back with another one shortly. Bye!